I'm Nick Honashevsky. As a professional saltwater fishing journalist, I've explored the world's wildest fishing destinations. Now, I'm bringing you there, into the saltwater underground. It's late August in New Jersey and speed demons have arrived in full force. Atlantic Bonito have taken the inshore waters by storm as they zip through the water, shimmering with silvery green flanked sides marked with diagonal black bars, attacking spearing bait schools in relentless pursuit. When hooked, bar none, Bonito burn drags off reels like no other inshore fish. I dialed up old fishing bud Austin Pirelli, who told me his son James has been dying to catch his first bonito. Would we be able to achieve that dream for James? A lot was riding on this trip, especially for Austin and James. Most anglers think of bonito fishing as a trolling or cast and blast type of affair, but I met up with seasoned Captain Dave DeGennaro of the Hi-Flier, who employs an odd tactic when targeting bones, setting a spearing chum slick and using hook baits for a battle, kind of like when you're tuna fishing but on a much smaller scale. Bonito had been amassing at a spot 6 miles offshore called the Manasquan Ridge, so we broke Barnegat Inlet and sped out to set anchor on the ridge to try our luck. So now Captain Dave is going to get a spearing slick going. We're going to dish out a little spearing, get the bait in the water, start attracting all this bonito and albies and Spanish max and maybe some exotics that who knows what might show up today. So we're gonna get this party started. Oh, first cast with the Island X Hellfire, man. Oh, it's a little bonito.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. First bonito of the day. Get him right back in the water there. Beautiful little bone, man.
Oh, there he goes. There's the run. Nothing better than doing these on spinning rods. Anytime it gets to be August, September, here off New Jersey on these lumps, that means if you could get bait, spearing, peanut bunker, you could catch bonito, albies on spinning tackle. Thank you.
Dave's dishing out the spearing right into the slick. Picked it up right away, man.
That was perfect. Another bone in the box.
Yeah, saltwater underground style on the Hi-Flier. Woo! Oh, there we go. Father-son duo. Woo! Nice again. There's James lighting them up. Me and All Dog, we're gonna work the bow up here, casting these Hellfires out. They mimic like sand eels right now, and it seems like that's what they're feeding on. And just kind of ripping the lure in. Rip it, jig it and rip. There we go. Let it sink a little. There he is. Oh yeah. Ah! Yeah. See if I can slam that thing, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Drag ripper. Drag rippers, baby. What's it feel like, brother?
Man, solid pony.
Oh yeah.
Island X, got single buck, dude. No problem at all.
Ripping away at the drag, dude. He swung at it. That's what got him. Yes. Another beauty. Beauty bone. Look at that, beautiful. Back to back, dude. Double header bones, triple header, James in the back. Dave keeps chumming. We're just ripping them in here, man. This is unreal. Another beautiful oceanic bonito. Back to back, baby.
Saltwater Underground with Nick Honashevsky is brought to you by Nick Honashevsky on Instagram and Saltwater Underground on YouTube. Fisherman Supply, Island X Lures, Grumpy's Tackle, and these fine supporting sponsors. Saltwater Underground with Nick Honashevsky is brought to you by Nick Honashevsky on Instagram and Saltwater Underground on YouTube, Fisherman Supply, Island X Lures, Grumpy's Tackle, and these fine supporting sponsors.
All right, Dave, so now we set up in about 58, 60 foot of water. What's the whole deal here now that we're on anchor and we get start the chum slick?
So for Bonito and albacore, it's all about spearing. The peanut bunker are a good addition too, but it's really about the spearing.
So what happens is you get the spearing out there, you get the slick started, they start floating out there, the albies start coming from below, start gobbling down all the spearing baits. And what's the key? What's our rig? What are we using to free line with?
So this is our bait fishing rig, using that little 1/0 hook. And we have our chum spearing. If you see they're like more yellow, they were frozen for a bit, they're fine for chum. But then we always try to get these really fresh ones, these selects, for our hook baits. You could pull a seine net locally in the bay to get them. And you hook them through the eyes. One big one like that is fine, just let it hang. And then you don't even have to cast it. Just lay it in the water, feeding it out, free spool, bail open. We want it to sink at the same rate that the chum is sinking.
And that's the key, right? Because you want to have that natural flow of the free line spearing going with the slick. So if you have a split shot or something like that, it's going to take that bait out of the natural strike zone. It'll be a little bit deeper. So that free line and then a little bit slack in the line, right?
That's right. And sometimes the bluefish are the first to show up in the slick.
Right.
And you'll get bit off on that mono or fluorocarbon leader, but you just keep getting bit off because eventually the Bonito algae show up,
right,
and the bluefish can't compete because of the speed.
Right. And so when the Bonito takes the bait, what do? Do we just reel set the hook or what?
Immediately set the hook. As soon as that line starts shooting off the reel, just set up because they gobble it on that first bite.
All right, well, we got the slick rolling. Let's get the free line baits out there, start jigging. Let's see if we can catch a few bones, brother. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. There's the man with the plan, getting it done. Right? This is a Brooklyn drag. They're real nice and alert. Makes it look good for TV.
I got that thing pinned down, and that's what it's doing. You know, rip them, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Best sound in the world.
It's like little speed demons, man. Little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! Look at that beauty. Look at the teeth on him, right? Oh, it's so cool. Oh, nice. Look at it. You got a chub mackerel. That's sweet.
Summertime mackerel.
That's sweet. That is cool. Look how cool. These things make great baits, too. We need them for maybe a chunk of hammerhead. And look at James in the back here with another Bonito. All right. Lighten them up, boss. Yeah. James is on right away, dude.
Look at the teeth on that thing.
Yeah. Nice work, James. Yes. Shows you the different species and the colors here, color patterns. Look at that. Just, look at that. Just beautiful, that thin profile of the lure. Whew. Nice. Get him back in the water. Bones are just crushing today, man. One after another. Spearing, the lures, the jigs. Can't ask for more than this right now. This is insane. That one hit the stinger lure. Look at that. Look at that perfect hook set on that too. Right in the corner of the mouth.
In my opinion.
You just can't beat it. And look how fast they go right back down into the water, like a bullet. Turn them right back in, and they take off, go right back with the school. So we just ended up casting or chumming the last of the spearing. And as we do that, this hammerhead shark just started rolling through here, and he's circling the boat. So we're gonna see if we can chunk up one of those Bonito or that chub mackerel and see if can't catch a hammerhead here in Jersey, about like 2 miles off. Good.
Down with the rod, down.
Reel. Reel.
Nice job, kid.
It looks like he's on, right?
He's on.
All right, let's see if there's another one around here. James is on the hammerhead. We think it is. We'll find out. Could be another one around, unless it's just a solitary hammerhead. We'll find out. It's hanging on here now. Woo! Reel's burning now, boy. What's that? It looked like he was about like 3.5 foot, maybe. Remember, keep your rod low. You don't want him hitting that cone. Keep steering this way. Keep the rod over here.
Oh, yeah, it's a hammerhead. There he is, right.
It's all right. It's nothing. Yeah, like 25-pound fluorocarbon. Saw him for a second there, but all right, well, that's what sharks do, so name of the game. All right, boys. That's a Bonito slam right there. Got it out today. Beautiful day out on the water. That's how you do bonito fishing on the Hi-Flier. Deej got us into the big bones on jigs and spearing baits. Now it was time to shift tactics, so I met up with Chef Brad Rodriguez of Spring Lake Seafood. We pulled the boat up to Fisherman's Supply to gas up and reload some gear, while we got more bonito intel from Jason and the crew. Yo, Jay, we got to go out for albies today. Any recommendations or bonito?
The fishing's been pretty good on the inshore lumps. Small metals, light fluorocarbon.
All right.
Fire them out, let them sink a bit, and scream them in.
All right, why don't you show us in the shop and get us hooked up with all the gear we need, all right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that. What do we got, brother?
So something like this right here, the Shimano Vanford 3000
Right.
paired with the 6.9 Shimano Zodius rod. Super light, nice light line to complement it. Like I said, this is it's perfect for, you know, firing long casts,
Right.
quick retrieve, and it's nice and fun too.
I like the light braided line too, like, you know, 25, 30-pound braid, you know, and then basically like an Albright or a uni knot to the 25, 20-pound fluoro, tied direct to the jig, right?
Perfect. It all adds to the experience of catching these, you know, quick inshore species.
Yeah, well, we'll put this on my tab, all right?
Got it.
Let's go. Hey, Brad, check this out, dude. Look, Jay's not lying, man. Inshore, albies and bonitos are everywhere. Let's do it, dude. Let's finish this and gas up. Let's roll, man. All right, make it happen. So now what we got going on here is birds are kind of hovering around and they're waiting for the albies to come from below to push up all the peanut bunker and the little baby bluefish. And as soon as those albies push up that bait, the birds start diving, and then we can see and get visuals where they're at. But in the meantime, we're gonna try and put some of these little feathers out, troll around, and see if we can find them just motoring around a bit. Shawnee's on. Trolling rod, the feather just went down. Oh, yeah. Little bonito. All right on that sucker. Hit the little troll. All right, first one on the board. Funny, we got these little feathers out, and they're just whacking it. You can feel them like clipping the ends of it right now. There he is. You see that thing? Yeah. Boy, that was perfect timing right there. This thing's got a little bit more to it. We'll find out. I'm guessing bonito. Maybe it's Spanish. Ooh, look at him in the water. It's like a little bonito. There's a few with them too. Little dude. Another tiny little bonito hitting the feathers right there. Well, you got some on the way in. They're whacking them on the way in now. It's hitting the little blue and white feathers. Put him back in. Yeah, usually I don't like trolling for these, you know, but this is actually kind of fun. Dropping it back, it's more of an aggressive approach. Little dude, oh, a little bit bigger. All right, that could be pokey size right there.
So right now we're dispatching the fish as fast as possible, ikejime, which is brain spiking it. And then we're cutting the gills and then bleeding it in the salt water. You get all as much blood as we can out of this meat. And then after this, we'll ice it so we can preserve this fish. And then, you know, later on, we'll do a couple of different preparations with it. Maximize the eating quality.
There we go. It's a little bit better bonito, I think. Look at it, take it for the sushi chef. He goes right to grab that thing. He ain't letting that go. It's going right in, sushi style, man. All right, we'll see what Brad can do with the bonito back at Spring Lake Seafood. Heading out with Brad and Sean allowed us to grab some more fresh bonito for good reason. Brad tells me bonito are fantastic eating, and though I'm a bit skeptical, as I had heard they have a very strong fishy taste, but I'm about to find out just how true this claim of their edibility can be.
Saltwater Underground with Nick Honashevsky is brought to you by Nick Honashevsky on Instagram and Saltwater Underground on YouTube, Fisherman Supply, Island X Lures, Grumpy's Tackle, and these fine supporting sponsors.
All right, now that we got our bonito, we're gonna stop by Chef Brad's place at Spring Lake Seafood and see what he can conjure up. Generally speaking, people say bonito's not that good eating, but maybe we'll see if Brad can work his magic here. Yo, Brad.
What up? How you doing, Nick?
Hey, man.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. All right, we got the bonito. How are we gonna chef it up today?
All right, we're gonna cut it up, and we've been aging it for a couple days, and then we're gonna do some poke bowls.
All right, let's make it happen, man.
All right, now we got the head and the guts out. We're gonna get off the fillets. As you know, bonito has, like a tuna, has 4 loins on it, two back loins and 2 belly loins. I mean, the meat's beautiful on this too. It's nice red meat. So as we have some bean shotan charcoal, so Japanese hardwood charcoal. Wow. We're just gonna get a little bit of sear on this thing on all 3 sides.
And what are you trying to achieve here, bro?
So we're just gonna sear the outside of it to get a nice little, you know, char on all 3 sides, and then that way it'll have a little bit of flavor on the outside.
Right.
We just want to get a little of that Japanese hardwood, a little bit of smoke from the hay, and then what we want to do is, after that, you'll see we're gonna just slice it, and this fish is gonna come out beautiful.
Oh, that is.
Look at that.
Super.
We're leveling up the poke bowl here.
I'm really impressed just the way that looks. All the time and effort you put into that, and it's exquisite.
I mean, that's what we do. I mean, we take a little extra step in preparation, you know, handling of the fish, and so we get a better final product. And it's just elevating the experience as opposed to trying to add more sauces or different things. We use more technique. So let's bring this thing inside.
All right, man.
We like to call this sushi don, which is really what it is. So we have sushi rice here, and then we have our fish, and then we can have various toppings. I mean, we have a little bit of cucumber, avocado, scallions, lemon. We have some pea shoots. This is actually katsudobushi, which is the smoked and prepared bonito. We have a little bit of furikake here, and we have some ginger. You can really get creative however you want to lay out the ingredients. I like to kind of just put them all in little sections like this, right? Star of the show. A beautiful seared bonito that you can see how it's just seared just a little bit on the outside, nice and raw in the middle. And me personally, I like to get a little bit of fresh lemon juice on it. We're gonna add a little bit of spicy mayo to this, a little bit of our homemade ponzu, and then we're gonna finish it with the ultimate katsudobushi, which is the smoked dried fish bonito. And there you have it. All right, Nick, here we go. Here's the final product. Spring Lake Seafood style.
What is up, man?
Bonito sushi don, or otherwise people call the Hawaiian style poke.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'll grab one of these forks right over here and get some of the nice little bonito steak there. A little bit of the rice, avocado. Now, when people say bonito's not good eating,
tell them to bring them all here.
That is totally wrong, man. Wow, these are like little mini tuna steaks, brother.
Beautiful.
So
nice fat in there.
This is so delicious, and you can taste, you know, the smokiness of the meat when you seared it out there, and Japanese hardwood. But man, all these combination just runs together perfectly, and you've changed my mind on Bonito, man. This is like delicious eating. This is really, truly good. This is great, man. I can't wait to eat all of this.
All right, glad you enjoy it.
All right, brother. Thanks a ton,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, all right. Woohoo. Each summer, anglers look forward with sheer anticipation for the Bonito run in Jersey waters, and who can blame them? With bone-jarring strikes, zipping drags, and tons of action all day long, Bonitos show their true colors as a spirited game fish. And who knew they are fantastic table fare to boot? We accomplished our mission catching bones, but the smile on Austin's son James' face catching his first Bonito? Well, that says it all.